Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm Eric for President. You know the drill, your one-stop shop for 5 VR stories you missed over the past couple days. As always, links and sources for everything discussed in this video will be down in the video description. Timestamps for all stories will be pinned in the pinned comment, that way you can watch what you want to watch. In addition, do want to let everyone know there is a secondary channel now that will be in the pinned comment as well. There will be daily clips put out on different VR topics. If you want the full-length video cast at any time, it's available on all tiers on Patreon. Thank you all for the support, and good luck on the current Oculus Quest headset giveaway going on right now. That link will be down in the pinned comment as well. A lot going on down there if you want that info. With that being said, let's jump right into today's VR news, and make sure to leave a like for this video. We start off today with everyone always wants more Oculus Quest games in better quality, and there's one coming that is very under the radar right now. You gotta keep your eyes on this one. So it's pretty obvious Pavlov on SideQuest is the most popular first-person shooter on the platform, although that is via SideQuest of course. But with the projected date of February 2021 for an official Oculus Quest store release date, many want something better and sooner. We have Onward coming, but the Contractors VR Alpha going on right now for the Oculus Quest, well, it's really looking good, guys, and being more similar to Pavlov than Onward, watch out for this beast of a game. Contractors released back in 2018 on PC VR, and while it was a great game with very positive reviews, between visibility issues on a PC VR storefront, a crowded first-person shooter market, and a free at the time game called Pavlov on PC VR that took a lot of attention away from it, not to mention a host of other reasons, I know I'm rambling here, it never seemed to pick up on the traction it deserved, being a very solid team-based competitive multiplayer shooter. Well, check out this footage from the alpha going on right now of Contractors for the Oculus Quest. I'm much more impressed with this current build than I am from Pavlov on SideQuest, and that's coming from someone whose VR time consists probably 70% of Pavlov. Between how smooth things are moving, full arms instead of floating hands, which I really like to see, the customizations and scope with the level seen so far, I think this is going to be one of the most widely played first-person shooters when it launches for the Oculus Quest. Now there's no ETA when this will happen, but I'll link their Discord in the video description, that way you have a chance to try out the alpha. So yeah, let me know what you think of Contractors for the Oculus Quest. Join the Discord, follow the rules, see if you can get into the alpha. I highly recommend it. This is a tremendously amazing alpha experience already. Can't wait to see where this goes, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But we have to talk about Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life Alyx is sweeping basically every VR news outlet. We need to talk about what's going on with it, but more importantly, what does it mean for VR in general? So there have been about 3 gameplay videos totaling about 10 minutes worth of Half-Life Alyx gameplay circulating around practically everywhere, and reactions have pretty much been nothing but expected, as yeah, it looks fantastic. The level of detail, the effects and lighting, and the physics interactions shown are all amazing. They are not just building a game, they're building a virtual world, and understand that the sum of its parts matter. In my opinion, many are about to learn that the Half-Life series is as much a horror game as it is any other genre, and that is this experience is going to be very powerful. Of course, the only main critique going around is of course the movement options. This teleport movement was seen used heavily during the gameplay trailers. Now there will be 3 movement type options, including teleportation dash, and smooth locomotion. But look, when it comes to the locomotion especially, play it how you want, but don't bring others down for how they want to play. Smooth locomotion will be my preferred method to play for this game, but I'm interested to hear how you plan to play because I'm interested to see if some people actually like the teleportation mechanic. But if you follow the headlines for this game, people are excited about this game undoubtedly, but there's a lot of bigger news with it that I think will have a bigger impact for VR. A quick Google search, you'll see journalism articles on articles talking about the possible impact of this game. The theories of this is if there will be more to come, talks of large investments coming Valve's way and more, and the list just keeps going on. Honestly, they've even hinted at another Half-Life game in the works. There are a tremendous amount of eyes on this game, and from the VR enthusiasts, the casual VR gamers, people looking at VR is finally right for them, and most importantly, other developers looking to see the adoption and monetary possibilities of this. But that's kind of where we are right now. There's a lot of hype around Half-Life Alyx. Of course, there are a ton of traditional gamers who have been wanting a new Half-Life game for decades and now see a VR-only game. And they're heavily going to be looking at this game. They're going to be criticizing it, probably not out of malice, but there's a lot of emotion behind it. And it's going to be, everyone across the board is going to be critical about Half-Life Alyx. And I'm very interested to hear what you think is going to happen when it launches. If it's a smashing success, well, it's likely to accelerate VR greatly. And if it's a failure, it's likely to set back VR development a little bit. This is not a make or break VR development in my mind. VR is the future of, it's heavily going to be a part of the gaming future, VR. And this is a moment of acceleration or slowdown. We will see which one it will be. I think it will be acceleration, but I'm interested to hear your take on it. But on a related note, what started out as a leak or rumors of the Valve Index being back in stock for the release, or right before the release of Half-Life Alyx, that is now a confirmed fact, and we need to talk about the implications of it, what you should expect if you want to get a Valve Index. What started as a possible leak on Twitter by Steam Database, as well as in a video by Tyler McVicker of the Valve News Network, the original source of Half-Life Alyx, it was posted this: Valve Index VR kits will be available for purchase this Monday, March 9th, starting at 10 a.m. Due to the high demand, we expect the available stock to sell out on Monday. All purchase beyond this initial quantity will be fulfilled in the order in which they are received, as supplies increase over the coming months. This was then confirmed directly by Valve for people on the email list that this is in fact a true statement and not a rumor. Let's talk about the initial shortage of the Valve Index. It was obviously a misstep that they did not expect the demand to be so high for the Valve Index $1,000 VR headset package at the announcement of Half-Life Alyx VR. Now trying to catch up on production, likely this is even more stalled by shortages of parts due to the world affairs going on. Now I can't verify any of this, but if this is true, it means a couple things as well. For one, I would hope if a new wave is incoming for a specific day, that means all past backlog orders are up to date, and that's a good thing. Lastly, I expect the scalpers to be hard at work right now and a surge in third-party index prices, as it is likely many will be without an index before the launch of the game and well into the game's life cycle. And that's where we are right now with Valve Indexes. Let me know your thoughts on this. I will say this: if you want a Valve Index, this is your run, Monday, March 9th at the time for Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. You better be refreshing that page. It's basically gonna happen immediately. I think scalpers are gonna get a lot of them. There is too much notice and they're gonna set up their bots to make it work. I wish best luck to everyone getting a Valve Index. It is my personal favorite headset. It just provides an amazing experience. I think it's amazing more are coming. I wish it was done in a different way so scalpers couldn't pick these up and just be absolute horrible human beings. Please don't scalp. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. But let's step away from the giant AAA gaming news and talk about more solo developers who are doing amazing work and deserve to be our VR badass of the day. Hail to the king, baby, because King Saren, a solo dev, has been working on a Death Stranding VR concept for the Oculus Quest. And while this came out last week, it was extremely bare bones, and in a new update, we have added concepts such as the branded ladders of Death Stranding, ziplining, some monsters, and more. Everything you're seeing here is super early access and something he's put together in practically a week. Basically, the first version he did in 48 hours. Initially, King stated that this was just a demo and proof of a game concept, as he is making his own Death Stranding type VR game, and this was just for fun. However, in this updated trailer, there are hints of a mission and actual things to do, leading to what may actually be more than just a tech demo. Anything that is planned to be released will be done through side quest. Look, I'm not sure what this game's going to turn into. He has admitted that he's using this as a concept to kind of refine ideas, refine concepts for his own VR Death Stranding type game. However, look at I know he said it only took him a week, but there's a lot of work that he did to make something like this happen. He's not going to get paid for this. No one's paying him, unless he's got a Patreon maybe. He's doing this because he wants to. That's awesome, and I want to recognize cool people like that, really helping the VR community, bringing cool experiences. Thanks, brother, you're our VR badass of the day for a reason. So let's revisit an old story to wrap this video up. You may have been seeing a lot of videos where people's Oculus touch controllers for specifically their Quest are cracking right at the seam on the top. In fact, in my Discord today, someone had both theirs break at the same time. And because of that, I had been looking for some options for a little bit better durability, and I did see the Peanut Printer's Oculus Quest controllers covers basically in about 2 or 3 videos ago. Did get those ordered and do have them now. I wanted to give a quick review on them. So I know it's hard to see. You can kind of see it there, but basically it's a protective cover that goes right over the ring. It is a lot harder than I expected it to be. You can kind of see how it is here. It does have a decent amount of give. Look, I don't know how much these are actually going to help, but I have dropped it a few times. It bounced, it looks good, it fits snugly, it has not impacted tracking at all, and they're fairly cheap. So if you are looking for an option to potentially protect your touch controllers from having that split in the seam, if you do tend to hit them or be rough with them, these seem like a pretty good option. This is not a sponsor post, was not paid to say any of this. I just like the product. It looks cool. I like how it looks, but that's just my opinion. Let me know if this is helpful for you down in the comments. But with that being said, that is the end of today's video. Thank you all for joining. Please check out the secondary channel. Gonna be really working hard on daily content on that. Make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you never miss an upload. Also join the Patreon because everything put into that will be reinvested right back to the channel. With that being said, as always, I will see you on the next one's VR Space Cowboys.
Bang.